Hello, this is Heretic Prince, and this story caught my eye for obvious reasons. Twitch faces a $25 million lawsuit for alleged damages caused by sexually suggestive women streamers. Folks, stick with me, because this is a ride that gets funnier as it goes. I should also mention that this article was written by Spencer Bakuli on June 26, just to give credit where it's due. A regular viewer of Twitch is suing the company for $25 million in damages, claiming that the many sexually suggestive women streamers present on the popular online streaming platform make it nearly impossible for the plaintiff to use Twitch without being exposed to such sexual content. From there, the solution to the issue should be obvious to you. Stop using the platform. But however, what still remained a question in my head is, why would somebody be concerned about the sexual content on Twitch? It's not Pornhub. It's the ladies sometimes wear low-cut tops. They show a little bit more skin than usual. It gets them views. But again, you don't have to watch that. You don't even have to be on the platform. So I thought, maybe this person is incredibly religious. But the ride gets much wilder than that. As stated in the complaint, Estevio suffers from severe medical conditions including depression, OCD, and sex addiction, the last of which he claims to has been extremely exacerbated or masturbated. I'm not proud of that one. I'm not, but I'm keeping it. It's staying in. Now, with this statement here, the introduction of statement of facts, it goes over his Crohn's disease, which I'm not sure why that is there, but there's agoraphobia, which I believe is the fear of being outside or in wide open spaces, a panic disorder, OCD, basically, and then with COVID-19 on top of that, he has to stay indoors, and so he has to entertain himself indoors. But Twitch is not the only way to do this, my man. And the major point, though, is that he's claiming that the algorithm of Twitch is always throwing these ladies at you first thing. At the time of the complaint's filing, Estevio was following 786 female streamers and 0 male streamers, arguing that channels with thumbnails showing these scantily clad women alongside men of being the only streaming channels available to him. What are you talking about? While female streamers certainly do seem to get very popular very fast on the platform, I believe, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that the males far outnumber the females on the platform. If you can't find male gamers to follow, you're not looking very hard. You need to learn some self-control. Just because you see a pair of tits doesn't mean you stop. You keep moving. I should also mention that Estevio named a lot of these female streamers by name, pointing them out as examples. This is a screenshot that's in the article of Mizzy Rose. Now, I can imagine a young boy without access to Pornhub or something like that coming across this on Twitch and stopping and watching, because let's face it, whenever you're a young boy, anything does it for you. The lingerie catalog comes in the mail, you snatch that thing up. But for full-grown adults, I don't get it. It's like, I've been there, seen that, thank you. The complaint also takes issue with the general behavior of certain women streamers who are only streaming with the sole purpose of taking advantage of such disadvantaged individuals. No, I think that their aim is to take advantage of all individuals, anybody who might stop by and find what they do attractive. Continuing on, disadvantaged individuals who just want to watch a video game stream through Twitch, but then are enticed to spend money on these women for attention and sexual innuendo the streamer may do when donated to. I'm going to go ahead and stream down to this picture so we totally understand. Okay, let's stay real here. There's definitely the selling of love going on. And whenever I say selling of love, that doesn't mean selling of sex. What I mean is it gives a virtual validation. The guy gives money, the woman gives him a little bit of attention in return. Is that, at first I thought that was a banana. That looks like a bottle, probably beer, foaming into her mouth, right? And I feel a great swell of pity for guys like this who are donating that money, hoping for that attention back. My God, there's better ways of getting that female attention, my man, and ways that might end up going somewhere. Here, the plaintiff goes on to talk about how Twitch is not enforcing their terms of service because these ladies generate a lot of revenue. He's not the first person to make that claim. And I can see why that revenue is being generated. I have no idea what this face is. What does this mean? Does this mean that she got a cramp in her foot? Is that what's going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for taking so long to get to this point, but here's the good stuff. Estevillo describes how his constant use of using Twitch as a masturbatory aid has caused redness and mild infections at the tip. His retinas have been damaged due to staying up for hours staring at the breast of girl streamers. And a small fire was caused by the act of ejaculating on his PC monitor.
Which one is he at? He's about to die.
You went a level beyond, Joker.
I'm having a hard time believing this is real. This reads like an SNL skit that just took way too long to start. However, in the next part, we see something that almost leads me into believing this is some sort of Poe. According to his request for relief, Estevillo is seeking no personal reward, instead asking for an immediate cancellation and permanent ban of the female streamers listed above, along with any other female or male streamers that violate Twitch's own terms of service in a similar way, and $25 million in punitive damages to be donated to both COVID-19 and Black Lives Matter's charities and funds of the court's choosing. Now, it's no secret that a lot of people want the just chatting sexy streamers off of Twitch. However, whatever anybody's opinion is of those types of streamers, this is not the way to go about it. What this guy did to himself is completely and totally his own fault. Those ladies, or even the men who do it, are in no way responsible for this guy. This guy setting his monitor on fire. Whenever you do something like this to yourself, that is on you. At any time, well, you can't go to Mixer anymore because it's going to be shut down here shortly. But I'm sure there's other video game streaming sites. Not as prominent, but they are there. So yeah, after reading this, I basically have two thoughts. One, I've already covered. Doing things like this, somebody harming themselves from masturbating too much, that's on them. Maybe they do have some kind of condition, something wrong with their head that causes this, but once again, that's not the fault of the people around you. The people around you shouldn't have to limit their freedom to conform to you. This person, if this is true, is responsible for what they did to themselves. I am so sorry. I'm trying to keep my voice professional, but every time I think of a monitor erupting in the flames, I can't help but chuckle. And the other one is if this is some kind of fake to try to get rid of these ladies, and he listed a long name of these ladies, trying to get them banned off Twitch, this is the wrong way to go about it. You can't blame them for what they are doing. They are there because they're getting paid. People are showing up, giving them lots of money, and they're making that money. It's simple as that. Some can argue that they should be banned because maybe they're breaking the terms of service. I don't know. I'm not an expert on how that works. Each of us can only control what we do. And if it becomes a huge problem somehow, then we can move to a different platform. For those of you who stuck through the video, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. If you really enjoyed it, a like or a subscribe would be very much appreciated. I also have my Twitter and my Twitch, which are links below, but honestly, you can find them if you feel like being bothered to do so by just typing in Heretic Prince in Twitch or Twitter. I'll pop up. You'll see me. But yeah, once again, thank you very much. Have a great night.